Matt Lenihan Boxing, social in association with Empire Fight Store and R Kings. Been joined by Jack Catterall. Jack, big fight coming up for you in a few weeks. I know you sort of are labelling yourself as Jack Final Eliminator Catterall, but there is a title on the line, the interim belt, while Teofimo decides what he's doing. It looks as if Teofimo and Turkey are in discussions to do something, so maybe, is there a chance, do you think, by the time the fight comes around, it could be for the full title?
You know what, that's out of my control. I'm focused now. I've got Barboza. My understanding it's for the interim world title, and that's all I'm focused on. Listen, it's a bonus if Teo agrees to fight with somebody else and he gets the deal done, all the best to him, and if it's for the title, so be it. But in an ideal world, Teo sticks around, we can beat Barboza and go into a big fight against Teo.
Look, I said it to Jamie in the interview we just did, your sort of energy levels don't ever veer off, just so locked in, so focused. I said you and Cameron Vaughn are like, completely other ends of the spectrum. I see Cameron, he's bouncing off the walls, every room he goes in, and yourself, it's like, gust of wind just blow you over. You're so chilled out. Do you not get like any sort of butterflies in your stomach in the build-up to these fights, or is it simply, look, it's just business, I know what I have to do?
You just learn how to channel that energy. For me, it's about staying in an environment that I'm comfortable with my family, with the right people, and just listen, I know what's at stake. I've been doing it now for some time, and these big fights, you've got to have that little butterflies in your stomach, but it's about having that energy at the right time. You can spend all day thinking about a fight, but it's about locking in, focusing, and preparing to be the best at my ability.
Look, you know what this does for you in terms of what the doors it unlocks for big fights. We've been talking about it for so long now, but I feel like, the sort of stars are aligning for you. There's Manchester, you're headlining at this arena for the second time. First time was a terrific event, and you've got another opportunity. You must be absolutely buzzing knowing that you're sort of leading the charge, and you look around the gym now, and obviously, like Pat Brown is just about to make his debut, and Alfie Middlemas is on the card as well. You must be quite proud.
Yeah, unbelievably grateful. Second headline fight at the Corp Live. It's phenomenal for me, and I'm very... it's like a pinch myself moment. It's good. Feet firmly on the ground. I'm working hard. To have fighters in the gym on the undercards, again, it's amazing. We find ourselves in a gym now with a lot of younger fighters, people making the debuts. There'll be a couple of debuts coming up in the next couple of months, so it's the gym's buzzing, I'm buzzing, so it's good, and this Corp Live's becoming a thing now, and I love it though.
I'm going to say, we see it over the years. Ricky Hatton made the MEN his own, and you've got an opportunity to do this now with this new beautiful arena. In terms of, I'm trying to think how to sort of word this next one, you're in a position now where you've had the big fights, you've had big moments, obviously the Josh Taylor rivalry. This obviously gets you into an interim world title, you potentially then get elevated. After that, there's always been talk of unifications, but is that what it is for you in your mind? How do you sort of not overlook what's in front of you?
Yeah, and I've never done that, and I can't afford to do that. I know exactly what's in front of me. I've got to get a victory on February the 15th. But it's also nice knowing in the background that there's a big name fighters in the division. Ryan Garcia's, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. Domestically, there's good fighters, Dalton Smith. So there's a lot of good fights to be made, and I think the motivation to go out there and beat Barboza, knowing that these fights can materialise. There is going to be world title fights. There's going to be big nights and big events, and that's what we all crave.
When you mentioned some of them big names there, I mean, for a few years ago, you look and go, you really want to get to that point. Now you're here. Is there more of an urge to fight a guy like Teo? Because obviously he's the one with the belt in your division. Do you look at that, and I know we're not looking past Barboza, but you look and go, you know what, I really want that fight. You two have had a bit of back and forth, I think, on Twitter and stuff like that.
Listen, the Teo's the fight. He's got the WBO, but he's also got the Ring magazine, so you'd say he's number one in the division, out of the world champions. It's personal to me that WBO. I've been on that route in the past to get me shot at the Undisputed. I was mandatory for the WBO. And I'll find myself in a position, once I beat Barboza, to be mandatory again for it. And Teo's the champion, so it'd be nice if he stuck around so we could beat him.
I'm going to say, you want that big fight feel, and Teo, with his personality, he's always so outspoken. He's got a lot of things going on at the minute. What have you made of his sort of back and forth with Top Rank? He's taking shots left, right and centre.
You know what, there seems to be a lot going on in his personal life. I don't know him personally, and I hope he's well, and I wish him all the best. He's blowing hot and cold. We want to see these fighters in the ring, and I think the fact that He's going to make Turkey Al Sheikh, etc. Hopefully we can see him in the ring. He's an outlandish character, very outspoken, but he can fight as well. So it'd be nice to see him in the ring, and I'd love that fight.
Have you ever had any sort of negotiations? Have they ever been opened with Teo? Has anyone ever reached out?
No, there's never been a negotiation or a fight looming with Teo, but once I beat Barboza, hopefully there will be.
Obviously, Barboza, I think we all remember. I think Sean McCone got him over there, and he looked like he did a job on Barboza. But Barboza comes into this with a point to prove, I think, as well, because he'll be looking at that and listening to what people were saying about that fight and going, look, I want to prove I'm at this level and I deserve to be here. And there's a lot on the line for him. When you look at him, what are the sort of dangers that he brings into this fight? Obviously,
yeah, of course. I look at him, a solid fighter, great win last time out against Ramirez, but we're both in that position now. We both know what's at stake. Interim world title with the opportunity to go on and secure a mega fight. So he'll have that bit between his teeth. He's been probably waiting for this opportunity, like I did first time round. Felt like a lifetime. So it's a big moment for us both, and I think that's what makes a great fight.
Boxing's thriving at the minute. You must look around and go, right, obviously business to take care of, but with the huge fights that are getting announced, we've just seen Ben and Eubank get announced, I think, for April 26th. I think we're on the verge of seeing Haney and Garcia, but they're going to have prelim fights. The heavyweights are booming. What an exciting time to be around the sport of boxing. So it's always a dream to secure yourself financially as well as create a legacy, and there's an opportunity to do both now.
Of course there is. So happy for the fighters, the active fighters, the fighters in our gym. Boxing's booming, so for the fight fans as well, it's unbelievable. We're seeing fights that might not have happened. Promoters seem to be coming together to get these fights done, which is brilliant for the sport, and hopefully the sport keeps elevating. We see these tremendous events, and you know what, and to be an active fighter in this era where things are moving at a rapid pace, it's brilliant.
Is there anywhere you haven't boxed yet where you want to tick off? You know, when I know you're doing Manchester now and you're getting your shine as a legitimate headliner. We've seen this rotation of your Joshuas, your Furies. Look, Tyson Fury is quote-unquote retired for now. Anthony Joshua's coming towards the end of his career, and there's that gap, and you're doing your bit now as a headliner. But now you've made your sort of home in Manchester, and long may that continue. Do you look at the likes of New York, Vegas, Riyadh, and go, you know, it'd be nice to sort of, you know, put a flag in the sand, so to speak, down there and create more history? Yeah,
it's a funny one because I find myself in a brilliant position, headlining in Manchester at home. Back-to-back events, October last year, February this year, so I'm very grateful for that and the support that I'm getting, but I think we're overdue an away day. It'd be nice to get over to America and have a fight over there. The same goes with Saudi Arabia. I'd be very grateful for an opportunity to go and fight out there, but as a fighting man, you just want to fight, doesn't matter where it is, but there is still places to tick off the list.
I'm going to say, if you get the likes of a Teo or a Devon, could end up at the T-Mobile or MGM or anywhere.
Yeah, of course, and listen, this is what we crave, big fights. I'm in the sport to test myself against all the top boys who are considered the top boys in the division, and if they land in these amazing places, then even better.
Well, look, Jack, we look forward to seeing you back out doing your thing. It's a terrific fight, it's a great card. A lot of the stable, obviously, that you train with are involved as well, and long may it continue. So we'll catch up with you on fight week, and yeah, we'll talk then.
Thank you very much, appreciate that, thank you.